Obviously excited for the season. You know, we look at what we have coming back. 8 guys that have been to the national tournament. You got 3 guys that have been All-Americans before, so you see a ton of potential. I guess my biggest concern with our guys, and it's been since the national tournament got done, is that we continue to do the little things incredibly well. That all those little things turn into big things. And sometimes that means you got to get as basic as possible. Sometimes that means you have to strip everything down and get down to, you know, even though Bryce Steyert's leg defense is incredible, that hey, there's some little details in here that needs to happen. There's a little detail work that you need to really take grasp of, and it'll be the difference. They've had enough of talking. You know, they've had enough of the beating up on each other and enough of the work. And hey, you know what? You're right there. You're right there. You know, it's time to knock that wall over. It's time to really break through. And, you know, kind of talk about tip of the sword a little bit. There's got to be that brave individual that's willing to be the first guy, not just to be on the stand, but to be a national champion. And we have guys that are capable of doing it. We do. I can see, man. I've been around 8 national championship teams. I know what is getting put into these guys. I know how they're preparing, and it's as well as any of those teams. Now it's just them believing it, and they kind of gotta be willing to knock that wall over and really believe, because they're right there. Max is not going to talk a lot about him being injured last year, but he wasn't healthy, and you know you don't make excuses about it. And he didn't make excuse about it, and that's the great thing is we had some guys that were injured and they were beat up. A guy like Foster who's beat up and injured, and his thumb's all messed up, but he doesn't make one excuse. Our guys didn't make one excuse about it. They know that they have to go out there and they have to compete even with that. And that's what I guess I'm probably most proud of with our guys, how they've responded, how they took it on their shoulders last year. When maybe they were disappointed, they didn't point the finger anywhere else. They pointed at themselves. And then we sat down and we've had some hard conversation with guys. That you really want to get to that next step, this is what it's going to take. We've prepared these guys incredibly well. Now it's just time for kind of unleash the dogs, you know, let them go this weekend and see where they're at, and then just continue to build from there.